Offensively coming from the car. Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Moore on the return. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu, down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Murray rolling to his right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. This is White on the screen. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bucs at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On play action, Cousins.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
They find some open field here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. To Connor on the check down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kene Nwangu
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Cousins. But it's caught. Tompkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On the left side, a catch by White. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Play action now, Cousins. And the
throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cousins again. Here's White. They set up the screen. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cousins to throw it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, Cousins. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Matthews. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First down, here's White. And he's got room. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Edmonds. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3, now here's second and 7. Play fake. Murray. Drops this off with Nwangu. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the rout is on. It's 24-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On 1st and 10, Cousins forced out to his left. He completes it right side to White. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
He's got White here. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
White, he'll try the left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins.
Complete right side to Otten. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Throwing is Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rachaad White.
25 yards.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Cousins will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Touchdown! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next count.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the give, it's White. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Cousins now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dancing to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Cousins. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Cards, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.